Hello, Nikki here, and I've been thinking a lot about resilience. I had my counseling session today. I started counseling a couple months ago, and I had a really rough night last night. I went out to a friend's party, and I saw a couple people there that brought up a lot of feelings from the past for me. One gal was someone I was really, really close to before the pandemic. And then we were talking on the phone a lot during the first year. And then I don't know what shifted for her. Maybe she got busy, but she stopped replying. And when I got to the place last night for the party, she was there, and I was just like, whoa, I don't even know how to approach this person. I don't know what's going on with them. I was just like already feeling really unsure and unsteady. And that kind of happened with a whole group of people that I was close to before the pandemic hit. And slowly, one by one, we've reconnected over the years and just figured out what's our current relationship, how are we relating to each other. And then another person that I saw that I know was there, who I'm very angry with right now. I won't go into that. But with those two people, I ejected myself out of the situation. I could not keep together my emotions. And I was just having so many memories and so many emotions. But you know what was the biggest emotion over all of them was heartbreak. I think total heartbreak from having been so close with people and having let people in so deeply and then not having them in my life anymore. And today in the counseling session, it came up about how I used to feel so strong and so sure of myself and confident, and once I made a decision, I made up my mind, I found a way to make it happen, and how it's harder now with having had so many things not go my way. I think that this is really common, because when we're in this space, it's really hard to make a plan. It's really hard to have a goal, because it's well, I could make all the plans and goals I want to make, but I don't know when I'm going to run into some issue that's going to bring forth all of the tenderness and softness in my heart and the hurt. And luckily, I do have friends and I do have this therapist, and it's okay, that flame of my desire, that flame of my confidence, that flame of passion is still inside. It's just gotten a little weak. So it's time to just protect that flame and let it grow, let it develop. So that's kind of what's on the schedule for that kind of stuff right now. I promised I would come in here and tell you, what I was doing to get through difficult situations. So basically that's what I did, but a lot of stuff came up, a lot of second guessing myself. I also had a lot of negative words spoken to me by my ex about my relationships with other people. So it's like these little seeds of doubt of, what kind of a person I am. And so those are still there for sure. And, shame that I couldn't be stronger to stay in the social situation, or shame that I wasn't enough of an adult to stay in the room. But I just feel like a birthday party at a bar is no place to be having reconciliation discussions and talking about what went down and how someone has been for the last few years, when you used to have such a deep, deep, deep connection with the other people who were there in the group. Like, we've done that work over the past few years. So, yeah. So resiliency is being able to keep going, keep working through stuff, keep moving forward. And I was thinking about that word as I was leaving counseling, and, my little flame, being resilient, have been resilient all my life. And there's no, I'm not going to stop being resilient now. And it's funny because then I started thinking about one way I use that word a lot, which is during anal massage class, where I talk about the resilient edge of resistance. It's, you could do it on your arm, but it's like when you're pressing into the tissue and you're pressing not so hard as to penetrate or poke, but just until you feel equal and opposite pressure pressing back against you. And that's like the sweet spot for the pressure when you're working in the anal area. So I'm thinking about paying attention to that and applying that to this situation with my flame, my passion, my desire, and finding that resilient edge of resistance, that it's like I'm getting a little bit of pushback, but I'm not pushing so hard that I have to use my entire willpower and my entire force up in the activity. So I like that a lot, and I have been practicing it, but I think giving it this little container is very helpful. And also relaxing my ass and being less anal about stuff is very helpful too. All right. Well, lots of exciting things are going on, and I probably should have led with those, but I'm going to go ahead and share them with you now. I am working behind the scenes, getting all the back end stuff set up for the pool party day that's happening on June 22nd. I'm so excited. Got all the pricing lined up, all the offerings lined up. Now I'm working on the digital waiver so that I can release liability for anybody getting messed up on my property. And man, that has turned out to be quite the battle, but I feel like the end is near. I've had huge help from one of my assistants on my team. She has spent a lot of time with me working on this, troubleshooting it with me. And if I didn't have her to be co-working with, or body doubling, whatever you want to call it, I would not have made the progress I have made. But I think I will be finished tomorrow. I sure hope. Or Thursday. I hope to get it posted within this week before I leave to go out of town to Florida. So, yeah, that's what's going on with me today. I appreciate you checking in and listening to my live video. If you want to share where you're watching from in the comments, I would love to know. And yeah, make it a sexy day.